29-year-old is caught going back to high school.
Why?
Imagine being 29 years old and saying to yourselves, I want to go back to high school. One New Jersey woman did exactly that. Young Shin used false documents to enroll into New Brunswick High School and attended classes over a 4-day period and will face charges for her actions. The New Brunswick Police Department said Shin provided a fake birth certificate to enroll as a juvenile high school student. The New Brunswick public school staff discovered Shin's scam and barred her from entering any schools in the educational district. New Brunswick Public School Superintendent Aubrey Johnson said, end quote, the well-being of our students, staff, and community are of utmost importance to us, and we will continue working with the police department and our other partners in addressing this matter. The police have not confirmed why Shin decided to enroll in the school. Rutgers University confirmed Shin was a 2019 graduate of their university. So,
This is so funny to me.
this is still an ongoing story. We really don't know why she did this. It's
So
like,
curious.
what is happening? Like, why? Like, you already went to
Why would
university.
you do this?
Yeah,
College is so much better. I can't imagine graduating from college and then going back.
going back.
Why would what?
Homegirl was just bored. That's what I
Yeah.
was.
I'm
I'm
so
not that bored
curious.
to go back to high school.
I want to know how they figured it out too, which there's no details on it, so we don't know.
So yeah,
But like, did they just notice that she looked
That's-
a little older than the other
Yeah.
kids?
according to the story, like the teachers there, they were like, I think we gotta investigate this person more."
Really?
And they did.
They
and it
probably
turns
noticed she was the
out
same age.
it was a 29-year-old woman, not a 16, 15.
Such
high
a
school
big
student.
age
So,
difference.
Yeah. So yeah, it was very
That's
interesting,
insane.
and it's still an ongoing story.
Physically
so we'll see
insane.
what happens with young Shin,
You know,
who did that.
I hate
I hope she
seeing how-
learned stuff.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about it.
I mean,
earlier.
apparently not. She's going back to
Before-
high school.
We were talking about it earlier before the show started. It's very scary, you know. She just went in there to do it, but there's people out there that would do this and have some sort of intent behind it,
Yeah.
and which is very scary that this could just happen. That some woman could just walk in and just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm in this high school now." It's very alarming.
You know what is, and it's probably, I think people find women in general less alarming because
Yeah,
women in general don't,
Mhm.
you know, are involved with like, I guess more like school shootings and,
yeah.
you know, any other crimes associated
Yeah.
with the children as much, but that's
it's
still
still-
alarming because it just happened. Because imagine if like a 29-year-old dude did that.
Yeah.
This story would probably be a lot scarier or not as funny.
Yeah.
No,
Which is like, now I'm reevaluating my reaction.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. This story is very strange.
It is very strange, you know, and like hopefully, you know, this type of stuff never happens again. Like, this is not cool. Like, let's just say it like that.
Hopefully.
Not cool.
Again, as we said earlier, why would you want to go back to high school
After graduating from
after
university-
graduating from Rutgers?
like, I would understand community
Rutgers
college, sure, whatever, or
Leave-
graduate student, but like
Just leave New Brunswick.
exactly, there's more schools around. Like, there's more like universities, like, you know,
Yeah.
like community
Yeah.
colleges. You don't have to go back to high school.
You just see, you know, next year, this person live on the morning bus. No.
Quick interview.
Make sure there's not a 30-year-old that goes onto the morning bus.
If they're an undergrad student.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
YouTube star Mr. Beast helps 1,000 blind people see again by sponsoring cataract surgeries from CNN.com. He helped pay for 1,000 surgeries for people who were near blind or blind. In a YouTube video called 1,000 Blind People See for the First Time, Mr. Beast, his real name is Jimmy Donaldson, shows people with blindness before and after their surgeries. The YouTuber also gave participants cash prizes and other gifts. Ophthalmologist and surgeon Dr. Jeff Levinson worked with Mr. Beast to perform the first round of surgeries in Jacksonville, Florida. Levinson is a part of the Gift of Sight program where he gives free cataract surgery for uninsured patients. Levinson said, quote, half of all blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery, end quote. A member of Mr. Beast's team called Levinson and he had never heard about the YouTuber and he almost hung up on him. However, he did not hang up and he started working with them by identifying homeless shelters and free clinics for patients that needed the surgery. Levinson hopes this video helps spread awareness to end needless blindness. Levinson explained to CNN he became inspired to help people access cataract surgery after undergoing his own cataract correction surgery. I think this is so really great.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, not only is he he makes videos for fun, but he also gives back, which is super important, and especially him being such a huge YouTuber making millions of dollars by, having 40 million views in a video. Like, this is good. This is amazing. And, I saw the video. When I read the story, I saw the video. And it's very it touches the heartstrings. And it's very emotional because you see these people seeing for the first time in a while. And it's, there's this one part in the video where this dad, the first thing he wanted to see after the surgery was his son. And he got to see his son, without any problem. So, it's very beautiful that Mr. Beast did that. And not only did he do it in the United States, but he funded cataract surgery for a lot of countries, Brazil, Vietnam, everywhere in the world. So shout out to Mr. Beast.
One thing that really stood out in this story is when the doctor said half of blindness in the world is by people who need 10-minute surgery. And I feel like there should be more knowledge of that. Because if that's the case, I feel like there should be more knowledge so that people,
There's also a lot of misconceptions about blindness. Because each type of blindness is from a different type of eye problem. And I think specifically cataracts is a little probably easier aided by surgery than most. I think that's what he's referring to, is because it's the most common as it seems. A lot of blindness is not that easy to fix, but in this case it is. And it's really it's cool that they're helping people who are uninsured, because how else would they be able to do that, right?
According to obviously Dr. Levinson explains the type of surgery he does. Most people who have cataract problems is that their eyes get clouded, that causes them to not see very well. And all he does is suck up the clouded parts of the eye and then adds another layer so that won't happen again in the eye. And it works. And 1,000 people got this surgery.
1,000 people can see a bit better now, which is amazing.
I think the vision, I think that's the best. One of the 5 senses, vision is the best one. So
it's our most used sense if you have it. Scientifically,
people take for granted the most.
Exactly. Imagine, not being able to see a sunrise or a sunset. It's sometimes we do take it for granted, JT, like you said. So we gotta be grateful for what we have, and thankfully, Jimmy Donaldson, known as Mr. Beast, did this great. Did this great event, and it was great. It was amazing.
Avatar: The Way of Water is still #1 on the box office. James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of Water claimed the #1 spot of the domestic box office charts for the 7th weekend in a row. Globally, Avatar 2 has grossed an estimated $2.1 billion, passing Star Wars: The Force Awakens, becoming the 4th highest grossing movie of all time. Second place goes to Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, the family-oriented DreamWorks animated movie, which has made $140 million at the box office. Third place goes to A Man Called Otto, starring Tom Hanks in the lead role, with over $6 million in the box office. And other movies that stand out are a horror movie called, is that Megan?
Yeah,
Megan, but with a 3
That was
in the 4th position, and Indian film Pathan in the 5th position. And also big picture nominees like Everything Everywhere All at Once have come back to theaters after recent Oscar buzz. I only know The Morning Buzz.
Yes.
Yo, Megan and Puss in Boots have got to be some of the better movies I've seen. And
really?
that's a lot.
What's Megan about?
Megan is like a ripoff of Chucky, but good.
Oh.
Okay. What do you think? Okay, for me,
I don't know what to make of that.
I don't. It's it's an interesting movie. I remember I watched Megan in the theater, and like I was more uh I was more laughing than like scared, being a horror movie.
I love laughing at horror movies.
But like
They're
here's
so
the thing.
funny.
Here's the thing. It's
I
like
think they're self-aware, and it was
horror-
really funny.
horror
Yeah.
movies normally when you laugh at a horror movie, it's not a good sign because they're supposed to be scary. However, Megan, like Victor said, seemed very self-aware and it knew the concept. It's as if it made it very clear that they know that the concept of the story can be a little goofy.
Mhm.
So they had moments while at the same time not going overboard with it. They didn't make it crazy meta funny like Bride of Chucky. If you've ever watched that,
Yeah.
it tries to be scary, but it tries to be super goofy at the same time. It's kind of clashes. I love it because I just love Chucky, but it wasn't very well reviewed. Megan, at the same time, the story still does it so where it seems believable. It seems like it was a generally well-made movie, but the writers knew that they weren't scaring people. The writers knew that they weren't going to like scare people. So they had super creepy moments, and they also had super goofy moments that just like had the audience not knowing whether to laugh or not. And I think that was the best
Yeah.
part. Like me and my brother, we're not the best people with dark humor, so we're just in the back of the audience cracking up the entire time. The rest of the audience, there's moments where they're not sure whether to laugh or not.
Yeah.
There's even moments where like that this is not even spoilers and barely even a part of it. Detectives telling the woman about a death goes, ear was like ripped clean off. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Moments like that where the entire audience just burst out laughing. It was just done so genuinely. So I was like, that was one of the better movies of the decade. And that says a lot considering that movies lately have been
Going down. Yeah, but have any of you watched Avatar: The Way of the Water?
No.
no.
Whoa, nobody.
No.
Leslie, am I the only
Yeah,
one who
I
has
haven't met
watched
I
it?
haven't met us. Oh, you watched it?
I've watched it.
Okay, you're the
And
first person that I've met that's
Nah,
watched
bro, and you know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm a big fan of Avatar. Like, I'm a fan.
I heard
I'm
mixed
one of those.
reviews.
I'm one of those people who paid to watch the movie in a big screen, and I love Avatar. And I don't care what people say. It may be a repetitive story. I don't care, bro. I love the blue people.
You know what? You stay.
Did you watch it in 4D?
Hey, listen,
I watched
I
it.
was Smurfs.
I love. I watched it in a 4K screen, but I didn't watch it in like I didn't watch it in
4D theater?
3D. I didn't watch it in 3D, yeah, nor 4D. Yeah. What about you? You did? Well, you said
No, yeah.
so.
I'm a big hater for no reason. I want to give it a chance, but I feel like something about it just doesn't feel good.
Oh,
I
would have had a
I
field
do-
day with you.
What'd you say?
I said Isaiah would have had a field day with you the second you said
I do want to see it though. I want to go to there's a movie theater in New York that I plan on going to, and you can see it in like 4D, and the chairs move and water sprays out and everything like that. So that's
wants that.
Yeah.
me. That's the only way that I'm gonna see it.
Enjoy a movie and somebody squirts you with a water gun.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be like that.
Yo, they go. Hey, they go. I gotta think. If they go underwater, so are you gonna get like waterboarded? Like when they.
Someone comes up behind you with a towel.
It's like some
Imagine.
like
Wait, but let's talk about the mastermind of all this. Puss in Boots,
Oh,
dude.
I have not seen that.
Yeah,
I've
I
to
watched
see it.
I want to see it.
I will
Did
see it
you
again.
cry?
No, I don't
Really?
cry. in movies. Fun little fact. But Puss in Boots, bro, I was watching it with my girlfriend, and I can't watch movies with her. I love her to death. I hope she's not listening to this, but I can't watch the movies with her because she's in my ear like, what's going on? I'm like, shh.
We're trying to watch the movie. I don't know either.
Her jaws dropped.
I'm
right
just
now.
like, I'm like in awe. Like, and here's the thing, because if you've watched the original, it's just like I think the best way to describe this, I saw a meme on Twitter, and it was like, Puss in Boots 1, funny cat. It almost seems a little mature for a kids movie, not in the sense that it's raunchy, not in the sense it's not appropriate for kids, but when you think about like Puss in Boots and like, oh yeah, we saw when we were like, in elementary school, the concept that this movie tackles is like, are you sure this was made for an audience of like middle schoolers, or was it made for the people who
Who
were
grew
fans
up-
of the original,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who are now
Yeah.
20
Who
something?
grew up with Shrek
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, it was really surprising because I remember watching the first that first Puss in Boots movie that came out a couple years ago, and I was like, this is kind of stupid. Like this isn't like, it's like a kids movie and stuff. And like when I saw that they were making a second one, I was like,
Your first thought is
I was
why?
Who asked for
so,
that?
like
Who asked for
why do we
this?
need this
I wasn't gonna watch
like,
it. I'm so
like I remember the first one. I remember watching it and being like, this isn't that good. It's, a regular DreamWorks movie. And then it came out and everyone was like, wow, this is amazing. And I want to watch it. My sister saw it like opening weekend and was like, this is the greatest movie I've ever seen. And I just I've wanted, and I've seen like clips of it and stuff, but I just want to watch it for myself.
fun little fact. I went on
No.
Jared's show, Topper Time, for his birthday, and I was like, "What are you doing for your 21st?" He goes, "Oh no, I might just go see Puss in Boots." And he said it jokingly. I was like, "Do it.
No,
It's a good movie." He was like, "Okay, you've convinced me."
no, I gotta say, I was in awe when I watched the movie. It didn't have to be that good. Like, that's what really shocked me. I'm like, this is just a weird animated sequel. Like, it didn't have to be that good, and it was. And explore, obviously, I'm Hispanic, so like seeing a Puss in Boots, he's a Hispanic legend. Like, I say legend as in like the myth, and also legend as he's a goat. So, it's like interesting seeing that. So yeah, Puss in Boots, it was a great movie. So
Imagine waiting 10 years to make a sequel to Avatar just to get beat out by Puss in Boots.
It's like, it's like that. It's like we spent 10 years making a sequel, and then it's just like the Avatar guy said, and then it's just Puss in Boots breakdancing. Just like, yeah.
But hey, Avatar's #1 and Puss in Boots is #2. You're saying
For now.
Well, yeah, for now. But if you have the chance, I will watch it. I liked it. So if you want to watch it. This was the morning bus. Thank you guys so much for being part of our morning. And anything you guys want to say before we leave?
No,
Happy
Spam,
Monday.
Get you to it.
Yeah, happy Monday, guys. I'm Victor Muñiz Rosa. This was the morning bus with Leslie Gallagher, JT Bethea, Tanner Price,
Nice.
and Nino the Nino. So, guys, I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and nos vemos.